Welcome back to Animal Lover. Last time... How should I say this? Last time Kyle let off some steam and said what everybody wanted to say, but in a way didn't want to say. Yeah. Let's continue. They all waved goodnight. I got Miguel on the back seat and let Kyle sit in the front seat without his cage. Immediately he placed his paws up on the door of the car and looked out the window. I watched him staring outside the hall right home. "Hey Kyle," I said, knowing I had no way of truly knowing how much he could understand me and how much he could take in my words. They all are awful choices. It's going to be okay? Yes, in a way, sure. But someone in that position doesn't want to hear that. Don't take it so hard. It's even worse. And stop talking. I think he wants to hear something from us, so it's going to be okay. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it will. You've got to trust me on this one. Kyle continued to stare out of the window. We all love you, exactly for who you are right now. I hope you know that. His head doesn't swivel or move. His eyes peek out intently at the evening cross lights and streets. I'm worried about you. We're worried about you. Yeah, well, we're all worried about you, but I don't mean to make this about me, but I feel scared for you. I hope you're okay. And it sucks to see you hurt. Still nothing. He's still, his head is drooping a little. Hang in there, Kyle, and don't say another word. Miguel is resting peacefully in the backyard, hidden and not barking. I sneak Kyle into my room when I get home. It's only about 8 o'clock. I spend some time petting Kyle, who's still burned out and floppy as a regular ferret would be. I convince myself that this is a normal tired ferret behavior. Around 10 o'clock I am finally tired enough to go to sleep. Big day tomorrow. Kyle doesn't respond. I get into bed and feel Kyle curl up on the pillow next to me. Soon everything will be back to normal. I wonder what that will be like. You know, if we make it through this and the deer doesn't catch us. Kyle doesn't move. He must already be asleep. Good night, Kyle. Soon afterward, I fall asleep. Chapter 15. The Last Living Punk Rocker. Oh, Kyle. I wake up to barking. That's not unusual. There are assorted domesticated and stray dogs around the neighborhood. Not so many since animal control's been hanging around, but this time is strange. The barking is low and guttural and it sounds very close. I get myself out of bed wearily, still only half asleep. It's 6:30 in the morning. It's still too early to get up, even if I want to get to the apartment early to get ready to go chase down a dearest spell box. That was long. I looked out the window to see a dog in the backyard barking directly up at my window. I don't immediately recognize it as Miguel, so I wonder, only for a moment, why on earth there's a dog in the backyard. Then it hits me. Miguel, shh! I say, hoping my parents, who've probably left for work by now, don't hear the dog in their backyard and start wondering what the deal is. However, Miguel doesn't stop barking. He's panicked, like someone had set fireworks off or turned a vacuum on in the backyard. Hold on, I'm coming. Wait a minute. I look around the room for Kyle. He's gone. I check under my desk and bed to see if he's stowed himself away there. Nothing. He's not in my bed anywhere or under my covers or pillows. He's not in my closet. He's completely disappeared. My heart sinks. Miguel, I say, running towards the window. Where's Kyle? Miguel keeps barking. In one moment, everything clicks. Miguel wouldn't be barking otherwise. This is an emergency. Something is horribly wrong. I put on clothes as quickly as I can and begin to rush downstairs. As I suspect, the house is empty. Getting out to the backyard, I see that Miguel has already positioned himself on the sliding glass door. Miguel, do you have any idea where he is? He doesn't speak, or not in English anyway. I lean down to kiss him back into a human, but intuiting my intention, he backs off, whimpering. Miguel? He barks again, his head motioning towards the side door. If I turned him back into a human right now, he'd be naked, so I guess that's probably a pretty bad idea. And he has the animal sense of smell? We can track Kyle that way. Alright. I don't ask again if he has any idea of where to go. He's motioning towards the side door pretty hard. I can only hope he has some clue as to Kyle's whereabouts. I open the door and Miguel darts out of the backyard into the sidewalk. He's crossing the street, checking both ways. I follow him out. His nose is pointed straight at the ground. I'm hoping that means he's got Kyle's scent and not that he's looking for it. After a few yards, it's clear that Miguel has some direction and knows where he's going. Kyle's tracks are mostly sticking to sidewalks. We walk for a good 15 minutes until we are near some small shop on the border of the residential areas. Kyle's scent cuts through an alleyway. Miguel stops for a bit to sniff around at a dumpster. Every time Miguel gets too far away, he picks his head up and looks back at me inquisitively. This carries on for a few more minutes until Miguel finally pulls himself away from the dumpster, convinced that Kyle's moved on. The morning is still cold and my pajamas aren't doing much to warm me up. I thought you put some clothes on. We walk for another 15 minutes more through small, lower class shopping plazas. I'm now a half-hour walk from home in my PJs. Then we see it. No. No. Oh no. I run up to the body in the gutter, praying impotently that this is some unrelated ferret. It isn't. It's Kyle. His body is collapsed and his eyes are closed. He's completely unmoving. He was run over by a car. Oh no. He's dead. It's gruesome. The blood is mostly dried and darkened. When I pick him up to hold him, it feels like he ought to be moving. His fur should bristle with activity. His neck should lift up and his eyes should match mine. His eyes look so much like Kyle's. Miguel turned to see him, to see Miguel's or rather Rocky Road's attentive eyes. Go get a box or something, please. Miguel turns away and I turn back to Kyle. My thumb fruitlessly presses against the poor thing's neck to check for pulse. Thumb against his snout to check for a hint of breath. I kiss him and watch for a glimmer of light. It all comes up short. Miguel returns with a cardboard box. I start to cry. I could feel the cold feeling is back. It's been a while. This time I'm not thinking about who I lied to or what I've done wrong or how uncertain the future is. I just miss Kyle. I gently place Kyle's body into the box and begin the long walk back home. I called ahead to tell everyone what happened before I got there. They told me to just come over as quickly as I possibly could. Miguel is silent. He's in the passenger seat. I hear him taking in large breaths, but I can't tell if he's sighing or decided to not say something he was planning on saying. When we pull up outside the apartment building, Edmund, Charlie, and Frankie are all standing at the side of the road waiting. When Miguel and I get out of the car, I'm holding the box with Kyle inside. I wordlessly hold it out for the boys to see. Oh God. No one else says a word. Edmund takes the box out of my hands and Charlie pulls me in for a hug. Frankie and Miguel join him. Edmund also joins in, holding the box in one hand, not letting it touch the ground. When the hug ends, Charlie's the first to speak. "Let's get inside," is all he says. So we slowly walk up the steps to the apartment. When we're inside, Edmund sets the box down on the counter. We don't know that he hasn't reincarnated. It's true. That doesn't take away from... I know it doesn't. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying that we don't know that Carl's dead. But after Kaja kissed us, we don't know what this... But after Kaja kissed us, we don't know what the spell doesn't. I don't know. Change somehow. Yeah, but he died as a ferret. And the magical one of that. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying there's still hope. I suppose that's true. Yet somehow I don't feel any better. And all that to say, I think we need to go through with our original plans for the day. Edmund, no. I don't want to wait to find out if he's okay. No, it's out of the question. Not after this, we can't go like this. So we keep watching Adara's block for another 2 weeks, waiting for her to leave the house while wondering if Kyle's still out there somewhere, and waiting for Charlie to finally turn into a bear. It's not fair. We can wait. We can figure out what to do. We need today. I agree with Edmund. I'm hurting too. But we've got a time limit. This needs to end today. I don't want to go. All of you know that I don't want to. Not like this. But the alternative scares me far worse. What do you think, Kaja? We need to go. Edmund's right. We're not going to get a better time. Dustin's picking us up soon. Adara will be out of the house. I don't want to sit and wait to find out what happened to Kyle. Kaja, are you sure? No, not even a little. But I recognize that this is our best shot. Okay, then I'm in. I guess I'm in too. As of now, this is no longer about us. This is about Cal. At least for today. Okay. Good. Where's Dustin picking us up? At the charm store. He told us to stock up double our supply of whatever we had before. Then let's go. We're leaving Kyle here. Oh. So he'll be waiting for us when we get home. Sounds good. We all pile back into the car. Even though we're wordless and sad, I feel a strange, frightened determination rising up in my heart. At the moment, it didn't feel any better to hear that maybe Kyle was okay, but I saw his dead body. But right now, Kyle is someone that we may be able to save. I'm scared. I'm more scared now than I've ever been of anything in my life. But the notion of staying behind to let all of this happen without me, pacing in my room, wondering what's going to happen, being at the verge of tears at every moment, scares me far worse. And I know that it's not what Cal would have done. The drive to the plaza with the charm store is silent. When we start getting near, Miguel speaks up. I'm actually kind of looking forward to see Dustin again. Oh? Yeah, he's funny. I suppose he is. I wonder, I guess I could use a pick-me-up right now. I think we could all use that. When we pull into the plaza, it's still empty. Part of me forgets that it's morning on a Thursday, so it's bound to be pretty empty. The trees planted around the plaza are beginning to brown. No one's really talking like they used to. I'm stuck between two states of mind. Part of me genuinely believes that Cal could turn out to be okay. Once we find the truth about the spell, we'll all find out that nothing has changed and it's just a matter of finding him again. The other part of me is telling me to just let Cal go. Finally, a car pulls up to the plaza and out comes Dustin, still holding his dog with one arm and steering with the other. What's up, everybody? Hey, Dustin. Thanks again for doing this. It's no problem, Rob. Everyone pile in. We've got a lot of ground to cover before we go boosting into some crazy witch slayer. The door to Dustin's car opens by itself. All the doors have bead curtains to get inside. I like your beads. I'm much obliged, but I got to say these beads ain't just a pretty decoration. If there's any sort of crazy magic maker on your trail, these bad boys will make them lose your scent nigh instantaneously. Sorry if you guys got to squeeze in. I got an extra seat up here. We're taking him up on the front side, third seat, rather than trying to shove 4 boys in the back. I'm squished between Dustin and Frankie, while Edmund, Miguel, and Charlie fight for space in the back. Alright then, where am I heading? Charlie pulls out his phone and swipes at its screen a couple of times. Go down the street and make a left. No need to be bossy, guy. You could always say please. What? I'm just fucking with you. Let's get out of here. Dustin starts down the road and it's only silent for a moment before Dustin begins again to speak. Alright, so what I'm gonna need from you guys is for you to grab this lady's spellbook so you can spellbook it back to my car. Well, we'll head someplace safe, maybe grab a drink. I know a sick wizard bar nearby that would blow your mind, and I'll get this bad fucking spell off you fast. Real fast. How are we going to know which spellbook to take? Wizards and witches, whether good or bad, whether new or old, all only carry one spell book. It's all they fucking need. It's usually bigger than most books, and I'm talking size, not thickness. And if you can't read it, then lo and behold, you have found her spell book. When you say can't read, I mean that the words on the page are going to be like reading a Korean fanfiction in a moving card. Confusing, unpleasant, and it might just make you vomit. You're not going to understand a word of it, even if you've been college level wizardies. You mean like the words won't be recognizable? Not quite. I mean, looking at that bad boy is literally going to hurt your eyes. The moment you open that baby up, she's gonna know you got your hands on her stuff, so you'll have to bring it back as quickly as possible so we can return to her just as fast. We're gonna return it? Of course we're gonna return it. I don't make it my business checking other people's spellbooks, but it seems to me that this is a special case. Alright then. Last thing, I got all different kinds of magic bubbling in my wings, all different kinds. I can't go too far with you unless you want me tripping the alarm too early. I'll try to be at a safe distance, but this is something you guys got to do yourselves. Okay, we'll see what happens in the next part. And I hope we can somehow save Cal as well, but I don't think he wants to be saved. Alright. See you next time. Bye.